Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We are here for round 3 of the GTMC Season 4 Lobby 1. That's right, we've got 2 lobbies on this bad boy going on. So we're here, lined up at Brands Hatch. Back in Blighty, old chaps. Let's get ourselves down for a little bit of tea and scones. Rather. Yeah, what do you turn your back on this for, Harry? You can't get much better. Brands Hatch. So, where am I? I have literally just sort of finished chewing my last mouthful of dinner and then jumped straight into here. Pat's in the chat saying hello. I will find you a table. I will go to the GTMC in Discord and I will find a table for you and read you what the table standings are so far after round 3 for Lobby 1. Here we go, here we go. I think Lobby 1's orange, is it? Or is that? No, that's Lobby 2. Lobby 1's yellow. So here we go for the drivers standing after 2 rounds, I suppose. Yeah, because this is the 3rd round. And Little GP, he's up there at the top of the table with 97 points. IR Graham is 2nd on 84 points. Matt Psycho 3rd on 69 points. 69. Matt, well done. I like it. Liam Anfield is 4th on 65 points. Racer Brown is 5th on 65 points. And Kale is 6th on 63 points. That is one little tight bunch of people all bunched up in the table. Very close to each other. Homesick Alien is 7th on 59 points. With Gazman in 8th on 53 points. Noxie is 9th on 46 points. And Steamy Styler 10th on 44 points. Iron Doctor is 11th on 38 points. And Guesty is 12th on 36 points. Alphanut 13th on 29 points. G Richards 14th on 26 points. And Daz equaling that also on 26 points in 15th. So I think Richards has had a higher finish, and that's why he's on above. There we go. Oh, in the chat's alive. Pat also saying, hope it gets better for you this week. Cheers. And Alan Sykes says, hi everyone. Hello everyone from Alan Sykes. Right then, that was the drivers. Let's move on to the manufacturers for Group Lobby 1. Sorry, Lobby 1. As we're watching Little GP in his Beamer. So BMW is at the top of the table with 99 points. That's Matt Psycho and Little's GP driving for them. Alfa Romeo on 86 points with Liam Anfield and IR Graham being their pilots. Aston Martin in 3rd on 79 points. I believe that's Racer Brown and I want to say, let's have a look, Guesty. In 4th is Chevrolet on 65 points. Mercedes in 5th on 59 points. Lexus 6th on 57 points. McLaren 7th on 44 points. Toyota is in 8th on 29 points. Ford is 9th on 26 points. And Jaguar 10th on 26 points. That's the table just after 2 rounds. Early days yet, and anything can happen in the league. So, is there anything in the brief that I need to tell you? Oh dear, what happened? Oh yes, I think they were doing their Group 3 practicing. Now they'll move over to the Group 4 cars because they will qualify in the Group 4 cars and have a sprint race on super soft tyres for 15 minutes. Then there'll be a 10-minute break, and then they will get themselves in their Group 3 cars and have themselves a nice 40-minute race. At the moment, we're just waiting for them to jump into the lobby, and so far it's just Stevie Styler that has joined. That means I can go to the track though. Right, so yeah, the GTMC Global I keep saying I want to say Global Touring Manufacturers Championship, but it's not. It's the Gran Turismo Manufacturers Championship. I'm seeing if there's any bump written down. I can't see none like. Oh, I've got messages for some reason. Oh, Liam Anfield, hey, in the commentary, can you casually drop in a few times based on recent events? It would be so funny. Oh, well, I don't want to upset people now, Liam, is it? Matt Spio. I suppose I shouldn't have read the message out. Oh, I see, yes. There's been some... He's put up a practice thing. Liam G. Richards and Kale's in there having a good old practice. It's IR Graham that seems to be the one that's doing a bit of I Spy, because he's not a part of it, but yeah, Matt Spyco. Liam wants to rename Matt Psycho. It's all in good fun. So hang on, I've got to find the GTMC stuff. See if there's any bump to tell you. It's the Gran Turismo Manufacturing Championship. There we go. It's got to be at the top of this, surely. They usually write a little bump to welcome it. Here we go. GTMC is VRC's only multi-category racing series, and drivers will need to master cars from the Group 3 and Group 4 choices across 10 rounds. It has been set up for amateur drivers to take part in and is intended to be a fun, friendly and enjoyable championship. And I don't think there's any more information today than that. It's that straightforward. I'm not sure about the tyres. No. Oh, with the grid on the feature race, there'll be a random number drawn, and the grid is reversed from that number. I honestly can't remember about tyres. I don't think there is any specific rule in the Group 4 car. AR, feature race. Racing Super Soft, Racing Soft and Racing Medium. At least 2 compounds must be used in the feature race, and each compound must be used for a minimum of 3 laps. So there is a rule about tyres, and you think I'd remember that? But I have a memory of a Sith. Memory of the Sith Lord. In the chat, oh, a new name. SCN saying good luck everyone. Ooh. So, here we are then. So we're just having a bit of practice for the Brands Hatch. Oh, why has everything gone off the thing? Is that it? Yeah, we've got it all back up again now there. So let's go on board with a Little's GP to have a tour of the lap of Brands of Hatch. I prefer the in-car, so we'll go with that. Ooh, I forgot how bad that BMW's innards are. I wouldn't buy that car just because of that awful plastic-looking dashboard. I'd send it back and say, get me a carbon one, man. I'm paying that much for a German manufacturing car. I want some quality. I thought Germans were meant to be about quality, but that dashboard, to me, is not quality. It's cheap and nasty. Let's find someone else to sit in with. Alphas. Alphas are always great. Who's in an Alpha? Hey, we've got Alpha not in a Supra. We'll go with that, because Toyota are cracking. Yes, at least it's moulded, at least it's something interesting, it's not just big plastic awfulness. So Bunny in the chat saying Racer Brown, Guesty. He's sticking his flags in the Racer Brown and a Guesty for the Aston Martins here at Brands Hatch. Whoa, Alpha taking that Supra sideways there around Westfield, going into Dingledale. Down into Sterling's, is it? Sterling's. Up along Clearways, over Clark Curve, down the Brabham Straight, heading up to Paddock Hill Bend, one of the trickiest corners I think I've ever seen in a race. I never know where to brake. Where do you brake? Do you brake late into... Oh, that Supra is... She is... Frisky Alpha in the Supra. So let's find someone else. Oh, he's gone back in the pits. I'm not going in the Beamer. Can't stand the inside of that Beamer, it looks awful. Hey, let's go Chevy. Let's see how them Americans make their cars. Any prettier? Well, yeah, yeah. There you go, Racer Brown. Welcome to round 3. Have a great race. We've got 5 minutes, he says, till qualifying. We'll have, I believe, 15 minutes of qualifying here. Whoa, they're all really struggling to keep the cars on the road at the moment, aren't they? Look at it. Brands is going to take some casualties today, I believe. But sat on board with the South African Kale in his Corvette, sorry. The name just eluded me for a second there. He's trying to keep control of that American Beast, but we do know American Beast just don't want to go around the corner. Look at it. Just doesn't want to go around the corner. Good luck, Kale. This is going to be a tough one, I think. He's on the super soft, so they're just practicing now for the qualifying. Let's have a look at some of the cars as well, because seeing the insides, I want to take you around the track, and we saw the track. There's little GSP in his BMW. And Liam Anfield, oh, he's also having enough. Well, they've got to find the limit, and this is the best time to find that limit. Homesick Alien, we saw he didn't have a great race in the Group 4 category last week. That Mercedes was getting overtaken in straight lines all over the place. Oh no, we've got to do a room change. Sorry, my bad, says Racer Brown. I don't know if that means a whole lobby change, or if that just means... well, it might be a whole lobby change. It's quite embarrassing. I haven't changed the car choice, so you're going to have to look. Mika with Reese in the chat saying hello all. Why hello? So I'm not sure what room, but we'll carry on. Matt, there we go. So, oh, there must have been in the something in the settings that just wasn't quite right, possibly. I'm trying to read now, see what it is. Ah, now he's saying ready. So I don't know what he had to change, but it's been changed, and now he wants everyone to ready up. Let me get back into this. Oh, look, there's the Lexus. Did I read Lexus? I didn't see Lexus in the manufacturers. That's weird. Now I'm really panicking that I'm in the wrong lobby because I didn't see Lexus. Did I read out Lexus when I read the manufacturers out? Let me answer him, because Racer Brown, he's not used to me being in his rooms. He might be waiting for me to say the big Y. Oh, well, not big Y, I'll go for a little Y. So does Homesick, I like it. Go on to the track with the Supra, and I want to have a quick look at that manufacturing table, because I don't remember reading the Mazdas, not the Mazdas, the Lexus is on there, so I'm just trying to find GTMC. There we are, GTMC in the second manufacturer's table in lobby 1. Did I read out yeah, Lexus in 6th. I flew through it. Oh god, there we go, we're starting qualifying anyway, while you look a bit of shrubbery. So yeah, Lexus was 6. I read through it, blasted through it so quick, I didn't even take any notice of what I was reading. How bad. So yeah, Racer Brown's having a go at the old hosting this week. I don't think for any reason, just for sharing the love here in the Virtual Racers Club, letting everyone have a go. Let's get the info back up for you. In the chat, we've got Pat saying, okay, lobby 2 qualifying starting, so see you later between the races. See you later, Pat. Good luck, my friend. Win. Flashman saying, evening all. And you should be in the other room as well. Get on your way, Flashman. Get in your Porsche and go win. Kaylan Moore says, go Kale. Kaylan also saying, hey, thingamajig. Hey, dude. How's it going? So let's have a quick rundown whilst they're out there. There's the Jaguar of VRC Daz. How is he going to do today? That Jag is a handful. So Racer Brown in his Aston Martin. Oh, it's only a 5-minute qualifier. Sorry, I didn't know if it was longer than that. There's IR Graham in the Alfa Romeo. And there's Hensick Alien in his Merc. Kale in the Chevy, Stevie Styler in the McLaren, and Little's GP in the Beamer. Oh no, something's happened to that Beamer, isn't it? Where's Little's GP? He's gone back to, he's reverted back to the original livery. I don't think that's him, that's probably me. There's probably something wrong with our internets that aren't talking very well together. Hopefully it'll be okay. They're crossing the line of their outlaps. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? There's Liam Anfield in his Alpha. There's Matt. Well, I want to call him 007. If Liam wants me to call him a spy, then I think it should backfire on Liam, and I'll call him a cool spy. So there's Matt 007 out there in his BMW. Alpha Nut in the Supra. Supra. I think that's a special Supra as well. I think you had to fill a survey out for that, because I don't think you can buy it. You can't get that in the shops. There's Guesty also in the second Aston Martin, a Gazman there, and then Noxie in 13th. So what are we missing? We're missing the other Mazda. Excuse me, clearing my throat. I know it's never nice to hear. I'm trying to find the list, because we might be short a couple of drivers here. There you are. That's not that table. I've got so many pieces. My iPad is it's just all separate pages everywhere of my iPad. It's such a hard to keep up with these things. Can you hear it? Got a special sound effect on it. It's not in that one. Here we go. This one's got to be the iPad that it's all in. Let me have a look. Nude Lester, he's not in this, so it's not that table. In the chat then we've got Nick Weary saying, I think Jam has been poorly all day. Oh yeah. No, I think Jam. Oh look, I'm meant to be doing qualifying. I'm looking. Yeah, Jam. I remember, yeah, I think Jam's just taking forever to write out the Formula X thing. So they've all gone round. They're posting time so far. We have IR Graham on pole, ahead of a Lidl's GP. Oh, I think I badmouthed the Beamer too much, and now it's reverted back to its original livery. Sorry, Beamer. I didn't mean to. I just don't like the big plastic dashboard. There's Matt Psycho. His is okay though. Isn't that weird? Well, Lidl's GP should look like that. Stevie Styler in the McLaren is 4th. 5th is Racer Brown. We've only got a minute left of qualifying, so it's like a 2-lap run. There's Guesty in 6th. That's great for Guesty. Gazman in 7th. Daz in 8th. Liam Antfield didn't do a great lap his first time round. Homesick Alien 10th. 11th for Alpha Nut. Kale in 12th. Oof. Hanging it out there. And there is Noxie in 13th. So IR Graham so far pole sitter. I can see a Jag right off the road there. Little GP's getting purples though. No, he's gone into blues, so it doesn't look like he's going to be able to beat it. Doesn't look like Stevie Styler is going to be able to beat it this lap. As a Matt Psycho, is he coming up to any kind of sector? No, I think the next sector we'll see Matt Psycho here is the line. Racer Brown's gone faster. He's gone up to 2nd fastest, and he gets to do another lap. He's that sharp. No, he's not. He's not going to do another lap. He's going to sit in the barrier. Homesick Alien also going faster in 7th there, and Kale's gone faster. Kale's put it in. Ooh, they're all shuffling around now. Alpha's gone 6th, so let's have a quick rundown. IR Graham on pole so far. Racer Brown in 2nd. Lidl's GP. Oh no, it's not even letting me see Lidl's GP now. Someone's gone a bit Pete Tong. I can't even click on. Can I move up to him? Nope. That's weird. So Lidl's GP is not even showing up for me. I should tell him, but it's alright. It's alright. It wouldn't be the GTMC if we didn't have some sort of issue with me on the stream, would it now? So, Flashman says, can't mate, I'm pretending to graph tonight. Oh, it's work night, is it? Good show, old chap. And the Reddies. So yeah, IR Graham is on pole. Racer Brown 2nd. I can't look at Lidl's GP for some reason. Liam Anfield is in 4th. Matt Psycho 5th. We've got some rubbish camera angles here. Alpha Nut so far is 6th. Stevie Styler is 7th. Homesick Alien, he's finished. He's 8th. Guesty 9th. Gazman 10th. 11th for Daz. And 12th for Kale. Didn't we have 13 just now? Has someone just left? Oh my, I'm not sure. I'm losing track. So IR Graham, he looks like no one's going to be able to beat him. He's done his lap. Can't see Lidl's GP. There's Liam at the side of the road. Oh, someone has. Matt Psycho went faster, but he stayed in 4th. Guessed he's gone faster. He's gone 6th. There he is, sorry. Ahead of Alpha Nut. He's nudged Alpha Nut down. Alpha Nut's done his run, so that's 7th for him. Stevie Styler, he's done his run. Homesick Alien's done his run. Gazman also done his run. Daz has done his run, and Kale. Ooh, Kale in that Chevy. We saw it didn't look like he wants to go round corners. So, yes, Lobby has gone from 13 to 12. I know, I saw that. I don't know why. And I can't click on Little's GP. Little's GP is censored this evening. We can't look at him. So we'll have to look at him through other people's races. We'll see him, don't you worry. Is he even on the track? I think he's just disappeared off the track also, hasn't he? I don't even know where he would be near. We'll give it our best shot though, won't we, old chaps? And let's see if it all works out in the end. The timer's got 30 seconds left. Is that because someone sat at the side of the road? There, it's Liam Anfield. So Matt Psycho 007. He's fourth behind his teammate Little's GP that I can't look at. I'm hitting that number 3 button and it just won't do it. He's got to be counted in that 12, I imagine, because yes, I don't know who we lost. Guesty. Did I see Guesty? I've lost Guesty for some reason. Oh no, there's Guesty. I'm trying to think who was there before and who isn't there now. 13th. 13 of them. I don't know. Shocking. I'm going to have to do these through replays for some reason. It doesn't work well. Doesn't work well live. So they're lined up on the grids. There you can see. So you can't even see Little's GP. He's not even going to show up for us. Sorry guys, it's not exactly going to be a true race. We're just going to have to hope we're going to see some good racing. He's not on the grid. Yeah, Little's GP's. I thought that. I was saying that. So Little's GP is having a struggle. He's not even on the grid. We're guessing it's going to red flag this bad boy. Oh, and Stevie's stuck on the grid. God, this is cursed, isn't it? It's cursed. And we're down to 10. Oh, I suppose 2 people have gone. Matt Psycho saying bug. There is IR Graham in the gravel trap making sandcastles. We're down to 3 and Kale's the last man to head out. There we go. So give us a second to sort ourselves out, and I'm going to hit my kid because all I can hear is him squealing away in the background while I'm trying to talk. Yes, Lennon, shut up. Can't talk properly anyway. It's all he's like that at the moment. He's like the Tasmanian devil. He doesn't know if he's got a high voice or a low voice. It's all over the shoop. Yeah, well, he's annoying me.
You annoy me.
I annoy everyone. That's why I go on YouTube, so I can annoy even more people. I'm not happy just annoying the 4 people I live with. I go on YouTube so I can annoy people en masse. That's what it's about. So the race has ended. Stevie Styler has come back. We're hoping everything is going to be smooth sailing. Smooth sailing from here. Hopefully. Ah, it's alright. Matt Psycho got the Q pick, qualifying pick. So that's all good. I'm going to open the door because I'm boiling here. Let a little fresh air flow through. I think I'm going through the menopause or something. I keep getting hot flushes. I did my census tonight. I did tell them I was a Jedi. Do you know, in the census for the UK, I know not all of us are UK driven around here, but we have to fill out a census every 10 years or something like that. I can't remember how many years it is, to let the government know who we are, because they're nosy people. And under gender, it's only male and female. I wanted to go gender neutral. I really did. I wanted to be gender neutral. I wanted to put on there, support my bros and sisters. But no, they only let you choose male or female, which I was disgraced with. I thought in 2021, we can't be gender neutral. It's disgraceful. It's happening in this world, really. But yeah, my physical gender is neutral. And for religion, I said Jedi. Yes, of course, I had to. It's the only way. Mika says that is shocking. It is bad. It is bad, really. Come on. I mean, I know I identify as a dude. I don't identify as a man. That's definitely true. A dude, but not a man. But yeah, I know there's many people out there, they don't want to identify with they identify as how they want to identify with, and they should be able to say on the sensors what they feel they are. But no, they give you two options, man or woman, and I don't identify as either of those. So Stevie Styler, look at me, I have to just fall ball. I just have to come out with all sorts of poop when there's these delays, and it just sounds ridiculous. At least I'm not singing, okay? I don't know any songs. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So Stevie Styler's getting some nice bit of practice in there before the grid is set up, race around. He's loving his turn as a host this evening. There we go. Settings have been changed. Has changed room settings. Room mode now is in practice endurance race. Yeah, could be. Could be. I've got to close that door now. That hot flush has gone. Let's have a look at the Jag. Shall we get on board with the Jag? I'm slagging all these cars off and they're innards. Let's have a look inside the Jag. Follow me now inside of the Jaguar and let's see how the other half live. Now you can see there on the dashboard there is an ignition switch, a light switch, a rain light, and water pump. You can also see that there's a big button for fire. Oh cool, I'd be pressing the fire button all the time. Is that like the Batmobile where all flames come out the exhaust pipe when you press fire? Or has it got like a machine gun on the front that you just press it and it just shoots your competitor out of the way? And what's that other one say? I can't see. Mash. Monster Mash. Oh, main. Oh, that'd be electricity because it's got that thunderbolt. And I know the fire button is the extinguisher, but it's funnier thinking it's a machine gun set to the front of the Jaguar. So there is a Daz, just seeing how that back end spins around. It's very nice. It's got a swing to it. It's got a lovely livery though on that car, and we should look through to see how everything is. Where is everything? Why am I not getting anything? There you go. So Stevie Styler is here. Liam Anfield, his livery's all done. Daz, Little's GP, he's in with us. He's got his car back. He's got the colours. They've just gone in and quickly painted it between sessions. And now he's back out there again with that BMW M Power livery, looking absolutely beautiful. Well done. Whoever, hat off to whoever came up with that. It's clean and pretty. I like it. So in the chat, Flashman says, classic, well sung, mate. Thank you very much, Flashman. I do try. It's probably the only song I know all the words to. Yes. Nico Wivery says, woot. BMW back in full glory. So wait, let's have a look what we got. 2 mins please, says IR Graham. Needs to go and have a Jimmy Riddle. There's Kale, homesick alien. He's just chilling, I think. He's just hanging out, hanging loose, just being cool, sitting in his Merc. There you go. Cracking stuff. I wonder if he's having a Jimmy Riddle as well. There's probably loads of stuff going in Discord. Should I open Discord and tell you that there's a panic on? Let me see in the chat. I bet you one person's really happy. I bet that Psycho had a big grin on his face saying, thank God I couldn't host this evening. And this is all going on. So now I think in the chat, oh, there is quite a lot of chat going on. A lot of chatter. Oof. Kale got confused who it was the host, and that's it. So it's all about chatting and friends, people reaching out, being friends, PSN friends, friend. So Racer Brown and Kale now are PSN friends, which is good. So let me give it a Y. How many Ys am I going to do today? We'll see. And Mika Weary says there's a panic in Detroit. Oh, I couldn't name it. It rings a bell, but I don't know. So Little's GP, I don't know why there's so many cars parked up at the side of the road. Brands Hatch has now turned into a car park. It's the lorry park for the EU staging to get those lorries back over to the other side of the pond. So the final will begin. This is it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. We've been hanging around for it. 15-minute sprint race here at Brands Hatch on the super soft tyres. It looks good, I think. Everyone looks like they're there. Everyone on board. Yeah, all 13. We're back to 13 again. Fantastic stuff. Let me get rid of those awful numbers. I'll have to do a vote one day in Discord, because I think some people like the big numbers. Pretty sure of it. A lot of the other streams I see, they leave the big numbers up, and I always wonder why. I love this shot. I'm staying here. I'm not going to press G. There they go. They're off. IR Graham taking the lead from Racer Brown. Little's GP in third place. Who's going to be first in the first corner? There's IR Graham. He's just ahead of Little's GP. Little's GP has edged ahead of Racer Brown. Back in the distance there, you can see everyone jostling for positions, whilst IR Graham still leading from Little's GP in the Beamer, with Racer Brown in third place. Fourth is Matt Psycho with Alphanot in the Supra in fifth. Homesick Alien and Mercedes in sixth. Liam Anfield side by side with Guesty in the Aston Martin. They are going for it. There we have Kale in ninth. He's moved up a little bit. Stevie Styler in his McLaren, with Daz in 11th. Gasman in 12th. Gasman was the other Lexus, and Noxie there in 13th. That's what we weren't seeing. Oh, it's a Bowie song, yes. I love Bowie as well. I'm surprised I didn't get that one. Sorry. So, IR Graham leading the way. Let's get back into some decent camera angles. Little's GP, don't forget this is just a 15-minute stint around the Kent racetrack. Let's have a look. The GP circuit is 2.453 miles with 9 turns. That's all you need to know. So IR Graham leading by half a second from Little's GP. They've pulled a little bit away from Racer Brown. Matt Psycho there has Alphanot hotly contesting that position. There's Homesick Alien in a fine 6th, with Guesty up into 7th, with Liam Anfield in 8th. 9th for Kale, 10th for Stevie Styler, 11th for Daz, but Gasman is there. Gasman's having a look. Let's get on board. Sitting on board with Gasman in his Lexus. Oh my lord, oh no, Gasman. He just asked for a little bit too much from Paddock Hill Bend, and now he's just collecting himself back up, getting back on the track. So IR Graham leading from Little's GP. They're 1.3 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. Alphanot up into 4th. Did we miss that? We did. We don't know how he did that. We'll have a quick look to see if there's any... Oh, we're having a lot of offs. Whilst we were watching Daz, we can see in the background a few people went rather wide in Paddock Hill and ended up making sandcastles. Guesty up into 6th. Liam Anfield now moving up into 7th, with Stevie Styler in 8th. Let's get rid of the replay and let's have a look how the order is now. So IR Graham leading from Little GP. Racer Brown in 3rd. Alphanot there in 4th, with Matt Psycho in 5th. Guesty is in 6th. Liam Anfield is in 7th. Stevie Styler is up into 8th. There is Kel in 9th. Daz 10th. 11th for Noxie. Homesick Alien must have been one of the ones that hurt most in that off in his Mercedes. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? I'm just going to have a little sip of my hot beverage, if you don't mind. Yum, 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 yum. Lush. Graham just getting the fastest lap on lap 2, but they haven't all crossed the line yet, so let's hold our breath there. Little's GP a second behind him now, with Racer Brown. Got to keep an eye on this first corner to see if they're all getting round it. It's all looking good so far. They're spacing out now further down. Ooh, Noxie and Daz side by side through Paddock Hill Bend, and Daz has just dropped behind Noxie a little bit, so that Lexus is up into 10th place. Daz in 11th, Homesick Alien 12th, and Gasman, I think we saw earlier, having a bit of a spin in Paddock Hill Bend. So IR Graham, Little's GP, hunting him down, only a second apart here. We're on lap 3 with 11 minutes remaining. In the chat, nothing going on. I want to have a look at Panic in Detroit because I recognise it. But if it's some of his 80s stuff, I wasn't a big 80s Bowie fan. I was more of a 70s Bowie fan. Ziggy Stardust, Aladdin Sane, you know. So, Panic in Detroit. There we go. Let me have a look. Oh, it's off Aladdin Sane. There you go. It was one of my favourite albums as well. Gonna have to revisit that album, I think. So, Little GP in second with Racer Brown in third, Alpha Nut in fourth. Guesty is fifth. Guesty having a fantastic race there in the Aston Martin. They're third and fifth at the moment. And Matt Psycho just trying to cling on to the back of Guesty. He did a 123.6 the last time around. You see that Beamer really struggling through Paddock Hill. And Guesty did a 129. So, yes, Matt Psycho under threat from the Alpha behind him. Stevie Styler in that McLaren. I drove the McLaren for a season, not in this championship, but I found it was down on horsepower, down the straights. There was a thing where you have to change it early. Let's get on board with him and see where he changes his gear, because we'd sussed out that you had to change early in it. You didn't let it flash. You changed about... There you go. Yeah, see? He sussed it. There you go. That's how you drive the McLaren, people out there. If you weren't sure, you don't let it rev its balls off. It slows down. You've got to change early, just as it's going up. As it's going up its speed, if you let it go further, then there's a little stall when you change gears. Wow. Stevie Styler. There's some action in front with Liam Anfield and Matt Psycho. These two are hard racers. There could be tears. There they are, side by side. Matt Psycho's got it into the corner, and Liam Anfield stays in seventh. Guesty there in fifth, and he'll be happy that these two are fighting each other, as would Stevie Styler, as he is catching him up hand over fist there. Kale there, ninth place, some 3 seconds behind Stevie Styler and 3.6 seconds ahead of Noxie. Where's the button? There you go. And Daz is following Noxie quite close in his Lexus. Looks like he's going to make a move. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Going into Paddock Hill Bend is a brave place to try and make a move. He's going for that inside. This is the one you want to make the move. Into Druids. Late on the brakes. Down into second gear. Get on that apex. Beautiful stuff here. There's Daz in the Jaguar chasing the Lexus down. Behind him he has a Homesick Alien, some 3 seconds adrift. And Gazman there in 13th. This is fantastic. So, Hiya Graham led from pole so far, all 5 laps. Not contested. He's pulled out a little bit more time on Little's GP. Little's GP did a 130.239 last time around. Hiya Graham did a 29.324. Racer Brown is absolutely dogging, absolutely hounding the BMW. Sat on board with Racer Brown in his Aston Martin. And he's really pushing it. I mean, Liam Anfield is your reigning champion in 6th. Oh, he's got ahead of Matt Psycho. We missed it. I apologise. But yeah, there. Liam Anfield managing to get ahead of Matt Psycho. And that Matt Psycho has got his hands full with a little bit of Stevie Styler behind him in the McLaren. The Beamer not behaving too well. Yes, Mika says it's from Aladdin saying, yeah, I had a quick look. There you can see Stevie Styler just edging closer to the Beamer, the 16 car in front. Liam Anfield somehow getting past Matt Psycho. We missed it. I apologise. I do try and catch all of the racing when I can, but it's tough when there's 13 people out there and they're all going for it. So Racer Brown and Little's GP are going to be amongst them racing soon. As you can see, Racer Brown trying to pick up a toe. Going up towards Hawthorns, down Derek Minter Straight, and heading to Westfield. There we go, beautiful stuff. Alpha Nut, some 4 seconds behind these guys, but 1.5 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty did a 31 dead last time around. Alpha Nut doing a 30.5. So Alpha Nut so far a little bit faster than Guesty there in 4th place. There's Liam Anfield in 6th, got himself ahead of Matt Psycho. Is there anything Matt Psycho can do before the end of the race? Stevie Styler very close behind him in the McLaren, and Kale looks like to be catching these guys up. Wasn't he like 3 seconds behind them earlier? Did a 29.8, Kale did the last time around. Stevie Styler did a 31.5, and Matt Psycho did a 32.1. That Beamer is not behaving for Matt Psycho right now. Daz there is 10th, sorry, ahead of Noxie in 11th, Homesick Alien in 12th, and Gazman in 13th. Not much change down the back end of the pack. And IR Graham now 3.4 seconds ahead of Little GP. IR Graham absolutely pushing that Alpha to its limits. And now Little GP is getting some attention from the Aston Martin driver as I take a sip of my beverage. A nice warm beverage, thank you. Yum yum. It was alright. Nice. And this is it. This is where it looks like the Beamer is struggling through these fast corners. And the Aston Martin is looking as stable as you like. Strong and stable, as a fool once said. Right, let's have a look around. Hey, Suits. Cat's just joined us in the commentary booth. Have you got anything to say, baby? And what else? Well, yeah, she's gone. That's all she had to say. Sorry, guys. And there goes Racer Brown. He's going for the move on the outside of Paddock Hill Bend. He's very brave. Can he make it stick? Ooh, hoo, hoo. But now they're near enough side by side going up towards Druids. But Lil's GP has got that inside line, but it's a slower way round. And Racer Brown gets to choose his racing line, but oh, Lil GP just being quite defensive there, giving Racer Brown very limited options on how to overtake him. IR Graham still leading, excuse me, with Alpha Nut in 4th, Guesty in 5th. Kale is up into 6th. Kale's got ahead. Hang about. Kale has got ahead of himself. Liam, Stevie Styler, Matt Psycho's dropped behind. Look at all this action we're missing. I apologise. Man alive, who I never ever would have guessed in a million years that Kale would have jumped 3 cars. So interesting. We've got 3.5 minutes left of this race. 7-4, Liam Anfield. Stevie Styler has got ahead of Matt Psycho. Interesting stuff there. I don't know what happened in the middle of the field. Graham leading by 7 seconds. Little GP still holding off Racer Brown for the time being. Alpha Nut there in 4th. Guesty has caught him up. Guesty has caught him up in the last 3 minutes of this race. We're on lap 8. Is there anything he can do? He's having a look. Sat on board with Guesty in the Aston Martin. This is a fantastic race for Guesty. Hats off to the man. He's done better than I could ever possibly do in the Aston Martin. He's gone out for the move. He's gone out for the move. Oh, it's just... He doesn't quite make it. He took a little bit of that corner to try, but that's Alpha Nut, one of the best defensives out there when needed to be. And he is holding Guesty exactly where he wants him to be. So IR Graham still leading by 7.3 seconds. Little GP, as you've seen, is under immense pressure from Racer Brown. These two Aston Martins really going for it there in 5th and 3rd. There goes Racer Brown again, trying to have a look, but the Beamer won't let him have that inside line. He's going to do it round the outside. Can he do it? They're side by side. The Beamer still on the inside line, but there goes Racer Brown, and he's made the move, and that is such a move. That's a fantastic move there from Racer Brown. One to be proud of. That's not the same. Oh, this is the Group 4 cars. The Group 4 dashboard in that Beamer is a lot prettier than the Group 3 one. I'd much prefer that. I'd be happy with that, the M4. So there you see, Racer Brown making a great move. These Beamers are not working around Brands Hatch very well. The Aston Martins on the other hand, are working beautifully. A British marquee at a British track. Oh, be careful, Guesty. You put your wheels over that line and you go off. But no, Guesty keeping it on track for now. We're in lobby 1 for round 3 of the GTMC here at the Virtual Racers Club. Any information you ever need from Virtual Racers Club, just go and visit our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and it's everything you need there, even getting into our Discord. So 6th for Liam Anfield. He's got himself back ahead of Kale. Kale, well, this is an interesting little fight. And there you can see Matt Psycho coming back at the McLaren of Stevie Style. There, Matt Psycho having to do a little bit of correcting. Behind him you can see the Chevy of Kale. And further up the road you can see Liam Anfield really pulled away from these guys. Let's have a look how Alpha and Guesty are still playing. Guesty's so close to the back of that Supra in the 85 car. He can smell the exhaust fumes coming off of that bad boy. Oh, he's hanging it out. He's playing the game of dare in the Aston Martin. Any number of these little wheels onto the dirt could spin him round, but he's feeling rather confident. We're on the final lap. Oh no, we're finishing. Racer Brown's coming second, Lil GP in third, Alpha Nut finishes in fourth, Guesty in fifth, Liam Anfield crosses the line in sixth. There is Stevie Styler ahead of Matt Psycho. The three of them all together crossing the line, 7th, 8th and 9th. Matt Psycho and Kale. Daz just coming across the line ahead of Noxie for 10th and 11th. Homesick Alien in 12th. And Gazman there coming around in 13th. Great racing there from the guys. And IR Graham gets to do a parade lap. Virtually, he could pull over to the side of the road if he wished and have a cup of tea and a scone or a scone. G Richards says hello. How did your race go? Don't tell me no spoilers. That'll be live tomorrow. Well, not live for you lot, live for me. I'll be live broadcasting a replay. And IR Graham now, we're just waiting to come around to finish. Wow, he's hung that bad boy right out. He's just having fun, look at him. He knows he's the only one racing. Oh, they'll slap penalties on him. They'll slap a load of penalties. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to penalise your IR Graham. Look at him. You don't go sideways over the weird line, you're not allowed to. And there you go. Takes the win. Beautiful stuff from IR Graham. So, IR Graham, Racer Brown and Lil's GP, your top three. Take a boo, my son. Now we're waiting for the magic number. G Richards, internet connection issues in the hotel I'm staying on has prevented me from joining today. Proper gutted. Ah, G Richards. I say G Richards, Gary. I can't help it, Gary. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the name Gary, but I can't help but think of SpongeBob, his pet. Is it a snail? It's ruined the name Gary for me, to say the truth. That and Fallout 3, because you go into one of the vaults and they're all Gary in there. They all run around going, Gary, 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 Gary. It's freaky scary. So, congratulations to IR Graham, Racer Brown and Lil's GP. It was a beautiful race for us. I'm trying to have a look in the Discord so I can tell you the number. Is it in there yet? I don't know. G Richards tried numerous times and different ways to connecting and wasn't having any of it, unfortunately. Oh, that's gutting, man. It's gutting. I saw during the week people giving you some heads ups on how to do it. So that's it. I think we have a 10-minute break now. Let's see if I can quickly roll a fag and get myself a little nicotine in between. Smoking's bad, kids. Do not do as I do. See, I smoke so you don't have to. And I can tell you, it tastes bad. Makes your chest a little bit tight. You can't run anywhere. It's god-awful. But at least I am not going to have to spend the last 10 years of my life in a care home being beaten up by an Eastern European nurse. I could hear myself on delay. I didn't turn down my iPad properly, and I just heard that. That was terrible. That's just it's because of a news story years ago, but it's not true. G Richards, yeah, haha, had that all through school and college. Lol. Well, yeah, the Gary thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I've got a friend called Gary, and I had an uncle called Gary. No, I don't think Gaz is a good name, Gary. But it's just, you watch SpongeBob and you just think of the snail, and then obviously Fallout 3 with the Gary thing. So I don't know how long we're going to get. I haven't even seen what the number is yet. But I was going to have a little quick breather, because that race was so hectic. I missed almost every overtaking manoeuvre, which is that's my style. You see, everyone's got a style. You get some people, they're good at what they do. You get some people that are not good at what they do, and you get some people like me that are useless at what they do. And Alpha Not saying replay has been shared. That's for stewarding, for the stewards, I guess, for when those incidents are come rolling in. And we like incidents just out there. If you race, we want you to put incidents in. Don't think it's being a little tattletale or you're causing trouble. This is the only way we'll learn how to refine the rules to make it just right for everyone, and to try and sort of, you know, because the penalty system in GTSport is absolutely pants. It's bobbins, so it's no point. So we've turned the penalty system off, and we have to try and do it a stewarding way. But if people aren't going to report incidents, then it's very difficult for us to, you know, try and make the racing as fair as we possibly can. So I don't know how long it's going to be. I might take you outside with me. We'll go and see the rabbits, shall we? Or I might just mute, because I've been talking a lot of pants and probably some controversial things as well. I think I did say something about Harry coming back to the Blighty for Brands. That wasn't very nice. I was rude about Eastern Europeans, which I don't have any issue with Eastern Europeans. It was a news story years ago. It was just a joke. But any complaints, aim them to Blue Peter on a postcard. So 8:50. All right, guys, go and have a little break, stretch your legs, take a bit of fresh air, consider some of the things I've taught you today. Oops. And we can watch. We've seen a lot of Beamer today. What haven't we seen much of? We didn't see much of the Mazdas. Is there any Mazdas out there? It's all Aston Martins and Mazdas. I mean, all Aston Martins and Beamers, isn't it? It's all Aston Martins and Beamers. Right, Graham won. We watched. We can have a look at Stevie. I don't mind that McLaren. I have to build those things. And like I've already said, trimming around that bloody them lights is the worst. It's so finicky. But I suppose it looks good. Right, I'm going to mute the mic because I've said way too much. I'm going to go for a quick jog around the garden, maybe do a TikTok video, post my life story on Facebook, and then I'll be back to commentate for the feature race. Oh, Liam Anfield's left. I don't know why. And then Racer Brown saying enter so he can sort out the grid. I muted a little bit too early. Grid, I said before I pressed the mute button. Right, I'll see you all in a second. Sit tight. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Liam's back. He's joined. So, he's asking everyone to enter. Is a Racer Brown. I still think we've got a good 5 minutes before we set off for another go. There is, oh dear, Matt Psycho into the pits. The Beamer does look nice, I must say. I've got to take some stuff back. The Beamer looks lovely from outside. It's just the in-car view I'm not overly impressed with. I really don't know what the draw is. Oh, random draw. And I'll watch the video. Yeah, the video, it was posted today. And I've got to click on YouTube. Can I watch two things at the same time? Because my iPad's got this. Ooh, ooh. Got a cool sound effect. And it's number 6. There you go. Number 6. I can't remember the finishing results now. But whoever finished 6th is going to be on pole. Who was that? It was who was behind Guesty? It was someone behind Guesty. Oh, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Who was behind Guesty? Dude, it's Liam Anfield, wasn't it? I think it's Liam Anfield on pole. We're getting another Alpha on the pole. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. Trust me. I tried guessing last week and I got it all wrong because the stream was incorrect. But in game, it was different. I didn't see Kale going round on the stream. So I'm not guessing. But the magic number is 6, I say. Yes. Force is strong with you, yes. So little GP is out there giving it a good go in the Beamer. There is Matt Psycho also in the Beamer. Those Beamer, I don't know if the Group 3 Beamers will do a bit better around here. The Group 4 ones did not have that oomph. They're in the M6s now, so you never know. There's Stevie Styler going around in the McLaren 650S GT3. Guesty in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage. Okay. There's Daz in the Jaguar F-Type. Alphanut in the GR Supra Racing Concept. Dun, dun, dun. Where are we? Let's have a look. Racer Brown, he's also in a Vantage. There's Liam Anfield in his little Alpha. Now, I am having a little guess that he's on pole, but I definitely don't know for sure. And then we're into the pit lot. Too cool for going out for practice. Gang out there, or the smokers, all having a quick ciggy. We're not seeing Homesick anywhere. Oh, there he is. Homesick. I like his livery. Have a look at that. He's a bit ghosted. So, who's going to win? Anyone got any ideas out there? Anyone see? I think I'm going to go. Oof, I don't know. Guesty? Maybe. He had a good sprint race, very strong. He was in 5th, so he's going to be 2nd on the grid, possibly, if the results were correct on stream. We can never take anything for granted anymore with YouTube or GTSport. But there we see. We're watching Guesty going around now. He had a fantastic first race, racing with Alphanut. Alphanut also in a great position when the grid sets up in his Supra. Has that got the win in it? And Racer Brown is asking if we're ready to... I've heard that before, ready to rumble, so maybe I have seen Racer Brown's hosting a room before. I thought this was the first time I was in a Racer Brown hosted room, but I've seen him say ready to rumble before, so I think we've seen... I've been in a room with him. Oh dear, pressed the wrong button, people. There we go. I've put my Y in. I've put my Y's worth in. What about your Y's worth? Put a Y in the YouTube comments if you're ready to go. I'm going to give it a like. I've already subscribed, so I can't subscribe. Maybe I should unsubscribe so I can subscribe again. Yay. So it'll be interesting to see what the grid is. Like I said, I don't take it for granted anymore. From what we saw to what happened. And we're only a few minutes away now. Or 1 minute away, should I say. So we know the grid is going to be reversed from number 6, which is quite cool. It's an early number because we've had a lot lately. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I see. Oh no, Spinjacker is back, I hear. Tune in tomorrow for Skyjacker's alter ego. And I'm just sorry, I'm reading things I shouldn't. It's great for you when I start reading Discord, and I get carried away. They start posting things that aren't race related and I can't help but read them. Ah, there's something in the FX chat as well. Oh, it's Mika. Ooh, here we go. Final in a few seconds. Oh, just normal chat. What's going on there? Ooh, I love a GIF. Me. Someone's posted a GIF. I'll have a look at that later. So we're heading into the race. Like I said, the number is 6. I watched the video. It looked cool. I like it. I like the sound effect. Boop, 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 boop. So Liam Anfield, I was guessed it right. Guesty in 2nd. Alpha Nut there in 3rd. Little GP 4th. Racer Brown 5th. And it's a rolling start. Let's get rid of the big numbers. Let's bring up all the other info. Get rid of that bottom bit. Oh God, there's so much to do and remember. My word. I would better turn the volume up on my iPad just to make sure. My actual iPad. I know I joke about all my information's written on an iPad, but I have actually got an iPad to watch this on and see your comments. There it goes. There they go. Wow, that one went before he even reached the line. So Liam Anfield taking the first corner first. Guesty in 2nd. Alpha Nut there in 3rd. Little GP 4th. Racer Brown in 5th. IR Graham, the winner of the sprint race, in 6th. Matt Stevie Styler is in 7th. Matt Psycho in 8th. Kale is in 9th. Daz 10th with Noxie 11th. Homesick 12th. And Gasman in 13th. Liam Anfield holding the lead so far, but them Aston Martins have looked very strong around here of Brands Hatch GP. Already it looks like Guesty is up for it against Liam Anfield. We've got 40 minutes of racing. Remember, they're allowed to use any of the Racing Soft, Racing Super Soft or Racing Medium. Guesty is really on Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield's on the Super Soft tyres, where Guesty is gone for the soft tyre. Alpha not far behind them as well, with Little GP in 4th and Racer Brown in 5th in the other Aston Martin. IR Graham there in 6th, with 7th is Stevie Styler. Matt Psycho in 8th. Kale there in 9th, with Daz very close behind him. Back up at the lead we see Liam Anfield still holding the lead, but they're very bunched up, aren't they? Let's have a look. Whose car shall we sit on? Racer Brown's, to see the trail of cars in front. They're all starting to jostle for position. There we see Alpha Nut trying to, looks like he's going to try and make a move on Guesty, but Guesty goes defensive. Guesty goes defensive onto it, and it leaves Alpha open to Little GP. Little GP, he's trying to make a move up the inside of Alpha into Druids, and oh my lord, Guesty has taken the lead. Liam Anfield made a small mistake going into Druids, and now Guesty leading the race on those Racing Softs. It looks like Liam's on a free fall at the moment. He's struggling out there. Alpha Nut then moving up into 2nd with Liam Anfield in 3rd. Little GP, they're having a little bump, these two. Little GP and Liam Anfield, watch out. The stewards are watching. There's Racer Brown though, he's trying to get something out of this as them two are jostling for position. Racer Brown already up the side of Little's GP, and Racer Brown is up into 4th place. So Guesty leading from Alpha Nut, with Liam Anfield in 3rd, with Racer Brown in 4th. Little GP is, Little GP just giving Racer Brown something to think about. A little tap on the rear quarter there. It's a bit dangerous going into corners. You could spin someone around if you're not careful. There's IR Graham in 6th, with Matt Psycho in 7th. Stevie Styler is in 8th, with 9th is Kale. I thought Kale was having a look at Stevie Styler there. Daz in 10th, Homesick Alien in 11th, 12th for Gasman, and 30. Noxie's not had a great one. Noxie's had a bit of an issue somewhere. Still 37 minutes to go, and Alpha Nut is all over the Aston Martin. We saw this reversed in the first sprint race, with Guesty all up in Alpha's business, and now Alpha gets to go all up in Guesty's business. So No one actually said who was going to win when I asked in the chat. I think everyone's gone now. And yes, I've been... And I understand why as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I'm pressing all the buttons. All the wrong ones. So there's Alpha upside of the Aston Martin. Alpha and Guesty alongside each other. Guesty's got that inside line, but Alpha is just ahead. Alpha's hanging it out though. Alpha's off the road. Alpha is off the road. He's got back on the road. That's all good. And, ooh, I think Guesty's giving him. Maybe there was a bit of contact there. It looked like there was space between the two cars. It looks like Guesty had a little lift to let Alpha through. Back on. And there, Liam Anfield has gained out of that little lift also, and Little GP is now waiting, and IR Graham side by side with Little GP. It's a bit of rough housing out there today, but it might just be, it looks different in game than it does to outside the game. IR Graham now dealing with a Racer Brown with Matt Psycho there in 7th, watching this from behind. Let's have a look. Oh, rubbish, there we go. So, oh, IR Graham backed out of Paddock Hill Bend. He's racing with Racer Brown up in front. Alpha Nut and Liam Anfield are now dicing it up. We've still got a long way to go yet. We're only 5 minutes into this race. Lap 4. And as you can see, they're all tied together. Awesome stuff here. Get back out of the car, sorry. So, there we see Alpha Nut in his Supra leading from Liam Anfield. Alpha Nut on the Super Softs also, as is Liam Anfield. Guesty in 3rd on those racing softs. Little GP also on the racing softs with IR Graham on the racing softs. So is Racer Brown. Behind them, Matt Psycho on the racing softs. Homesick Alien is up into 8th place. So who have we lost? Stevie Styler. Stevie Styler's slipped down the order a little bit. He's on the Super Softs. He's got Kale just behind him, looking for a way past, and Daz, and then Noxie we saw. Noxie's catching up though now. Noxie is catching up. He was some way behind. He was 7 seconds behind, I think, when we last looked at him, and now he's at 3.5 seconds behind. So Noxie pulling it out there. Alpha Nut's giving himself a little gap before Liam Anfield is upon him. Let's have a look from Liam Anfield's POV. Oh, he had to slow the car down there. Is Guesty going to come up the inside of us? Let's have a look at... Oh, look at them all queuing up. It looks like Little GP has moved up ahead of Guesty in his Beamer. Guesty now dropping down into 4th with IR Graham there in 5th place. Fantastic racing we're seeing here. So, Alpha Nut 1 second ahead of Liam Anfield, with Little GP catching up very closely behind the Alfa Romeo, and Guesty there in 4th place, just ahead of IR Graham. He's in a Aston Martin sandwich at the moment. He is the filling, as Racer Brown just behind. He's trying to join his teammate ahead of the Alpha. There is Matt Psycho in 7th, just tracking these guys. It's a long race and Matt Psycho knows it. There's no need to shoot your load too early. Homesick Alien, like my dad. Homesick Alien there in 8th. 9th is Gazman. 10th is Kale. 11th for Noxie. 12th, oh, Daz. Daz is having a bit of a mow. He's seeing the scenery of Kent. Stevie Styler's dropped right down to the back, and Noxie's up into 11th. So Noxie from last to 11th in 1 lap, whilst Daz and... Whoa! The Jag just losing it. Just losing it in the last corner. Nearly taking the McLaren with him. Alpha Nut still leading by 1.5 seconds. Look at the battle down here. We've lost an Alpha. Yes, the Alpha. Racer Brown has got past IR Graham. These Aston Martins looking very healthy here at Brands Hatch. There's Matt Psycho in 7th, Homesick Alien in 8th, just ahead of Gazman. Kale in 10th, Noxie in 11th, 12th for Stevie Styler, 13th for Daz. So, how is this going to pan out? Alpha Nut poised to take a win, but it's a little bit early in the race yet. We're nearly 9 minutes through. of this 40-minute race. Liam Anfield in second, but he's got a little GP all over the back of him, hounding him. Just checking the mic's turned on. I should turn the iPad up. I did that though, didn't I, just to check? And then I have to hear my horrible voice. There you go. There I am. There you are. Look at you. So Alpha leading. Oh, why did I press that then? So there is Alpha. Oh, someone's in the chat. Oh, I missed the start. What happened? Guesty took the lead. It was awesome. There's been all sorts happening. The lead's changed 3 times. Liam Anfield was the lead, then Guesty, then Alpha. Alpha and Guesty were like side by side. Alpha was wide off the road, and it didn't look like there was any contact, but Guesty did see. Oh, Guesty's dropping down now. Guesty's in 6th. He was in 4th, but now Racer Brown is in 4th. He's dropped behind IR Graham. Wow, it's all action here. It's 40 minutes, guys. Calm down. There's no need for all of this. Homesick Alien having a cool race in 8th. Gazman there in 9th. 10th for Kale in the Corvette. 11th for Noxie. Noxie, fantastic comeback. He was way out of it. He was 7 seconds behind the pack. We'll watch it back later to catch it all, says Mika. Well, you have to trust that I've caught it all. I wouldn't put too much emphasis in that. Alphanut then 8/10 ahead of Liam Anfield. He was 1.5 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield. So Liam Anfield starting to pull it back. He got a 23.6. The fastest man on track is Kale with a 23.1. Little's GP as ahead of a Racer Brown with IR Graham. All tucked up behind the Aston Martin, trying to find a way past. He wants to get up the order and get some points on the board. And the 2 Alphas doing okay. The 2 Group 3 Alphas doing a lot well. An Alpha won the sprint race, so I'm saying, oh, they're doing well, but they got 1st and 6th in the sprint race for the Alphas. So far, they're sitting 2nd and 5th. The Aston Martins look strong in the Group 4s. Group 3s, they're okay. They're okay. There he goes. There's Racer Brown trying to make a move on the Beamer. It's not quite got enough on him, and he's going to hang it out now, and Niall Graham's going to just steal that spot. Oops, wrong one. There we go. No, he hasn't quite got it yet. Racer Brown trying to give him enough room without cutting the nose off of the Alpha. And there he is. He's back. He stays in 4th for Racer Brown. And, Niall Graham sitting in 5th place, just behind these guys. Look at that. That's a chunky old roll bar, isn't it? In that Alfa Romeo. That's the trouble, having cars and usernames very similar. I might get myself a little bit mixed up. But yes, IR Graham in the Alfa Romeo, but up in front, looks like Liam Anfield ready to make a move on the Supra of Alphanut. He's looking up the inside. The Supra was out wide there, but no, nothing there yet. Let's get on board with that car of Liam Anfield, trying to find a way past. Oof. Here we can see Liam Anfield in the tow of Alphanut's Toyota. Alphanut staying on that inside line, giving Liam Anfield nothing. So Liam Anfield, if you're going to go past, you've got to go the long way around, I am afraid. And this racing has got to help with a Little's GP and a Racer Brown to get them closer to the action, with IR Graham in 5th, Guesty in 6th, Matt Psycho 7th, and Homesick Alien in 8th place. Gulp, gulp. And here we see we've got some of the first pit stoppers: Little's GP, IR Graham, and Liam Anfield. They're all the soft runners. So Alphanut staying out there. No, he's on the super softs also. Racer Brown on the softs, moving up into 2nd place with Guesty in 3rd, but Guesty has got Homesick Alien. Oh gosh, sorry. Come on. We got, there we see, sat on board with Homesick Alien. He's on the racing soft tyres, Wow, they're burning through that fuel. How long have we been racing? 13 minutes. He's just got just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. I paused for a bit of silence there just to give your ears a break. It must get a bit tiresome hearing me. So Homesick Alien up into 4th after these guys haven't pitted yet, nor has Cal. Gasman, IR Graham, the first of the pit stoppers. So IR Graham did a great stop. He's jumped a couple of people. He's put just over half a tank of fuel in. Onto the racing softs. Little GP on the racing softs, just over half a tank of fuel. There is a Noxie. He hasn't pitted yet in 9th. Liam Anfield also pitting. He's putting more fuel than the other guys, and he's put on the super softs. So interesting stuff there from Liam Anfield. Matt Psycho also pitted, put on the racing softs and 3/4 of a tank of fuel. There we see the leaders have come in. The Mercedes staying out there with Gasman in his Lexus. The other guys all opting to come in for a pit stop. Interesting stuff. So IR Graham, Homesick Alien leading from Gasman. These guys haven't pitted. There is your net leader after the pit stops, but he put less fuel in than the other guys. So will that be enough? Little's GP is 1.7 seconds behind him on a similar fuel load. Noxie not pitting. He's got 1/4 of a tank of fuel. He's doing okay there for the Lexus. To say he was 7 seconds behind the pack on the first lap. Now he is sitting in 5th, but after his pit stop, where will it shake out? We're looking at the pits. It looks like you lose about 20 seconds in a pit stop. Homesick Alien 3 seconds ahead of Gasman. IR Graham some 7.3 seconds, so Homesick Alien would come out, we are guessing, behind Racer Brown, maybe ahead of Kale. Kale has pitted now. He's put some super softs on and 3/4 of a tank of fuel. There is Guesty in that Aston Martin. And it's quite concerned. His pit stop was a little bit longer, but he has really topped up with fuel. Maybe hoping to take this all the way to the end of the race. We're not quite halfway yet. There's Gasman, so Homesick Alien has nipped into the pits. We said he'd come out just in front of Kale, and it looks like that is going to ring true there. We saw him just moving away from his pit lane, and oh, where is he? There, 8th. He's come out at the same time as Racer Brown. He's got Racer Brown. He's managed to get Racer Brown in the pit stops. Racer Brown on 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien just putting half a tank of fuel. Interesting strategies going on here. This is interesting, very interesting. So Gasman leading, still not pitting yet. He's 3.3 seconds ahead of IR Graham, who has got Little's GP sitting very closely behind, probably a little bit too close for comfort for IR Graham in that Alfa Romeo, and the beast of the Beamer all up in his business. All crazy up in his business. So there is Little's GP, NVW, Little's GP. I don't know what NVW stands for. What should we guess? No Volkswagen? Never Volkswagen? No vote with? I don't know. Well, I guess so. There now, IR Graham taking over the lead of the race with Gasman going into the pits. So that's most of them, is it? I think Noxie also going in. So I think everyone up front has taken a pit stop. And your order after the first round of pits is IR Graham leading from Little's GP. Liam Anfield in 3rd place, some 6.6 seconds behind them two, racing in front. Matt Psycho 1 second behind Liam Anfield in his BMW. There is Alphanut, who was leading before the round of pit stops. He's out there in 5th place. And there we can see Homesick Alien after his pit coming out in 6th ahead of Racer Brown, who is in 7th spot. Kale doing a fantastic job there in 8th. Gasman come out of the pits in 9th place, ahead of Guesty in the Aston Martin. Stevie Styler in 11th. We saw he was right at... Oh, he hasn't pitted, that's why. So Stevie Styler still cracking on without a pit stop so far. Noxie has pitted, come out 12 behind Stevie Styler, and Daz there is not enjoying the Jaguar, I imagine. I don't know if I've ever driven the Jaguar, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure. I don't think I have. So I couldn't really tell you how it handles. It looks a bit of a lump. Let's sit on board, see if we can see what the issues are here. So sat on board with VRC Daz. He's going through Hawthorns, down Derek Minter straight into Westfield, heading towards Dingledell. Or Sheen Curve, actually. Dingledell's the little curvy bit before that, sorry. Sterling's along clearways, heading up towards Clark Curve. It's looking okay so far. There's a lot of steering input going into that car, and it's not steering a lot, so you can see I think he's dealing with a little bit of understeer. Little GP has got the fastest, he's just done fastest lap he can do, has Daz, or has done so far, with a 1:24.188, but Little GP has got the fastest lap, and he's all behind IR Graham by 6/10. They're 7 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Liam Anfield, Liam Anfield's getting caught up by this little pack. Alpha Nut, Homesick and Racer Brown very close. We're 20 minutes into the race virtually, and I think Homesick Alien is looking to see if he can get past Alpha Nut, which in itself is one of the most difficult things you can do. Alpha Nut, a great defensive driver there in that Supra. Up ahead you can see Liam Anfield just ahead of Alpha Nut. Behind us, well, don't bother using that rear view mirror there at Homesick Alien, because you can't see now out the back of that Mercedes. Now taken out. So it was a lovely little battle down there for 5th, 6th and 7th place from the VRC crew. So IR Graham, IR Graham leading from Little's GP, and it's only less than half a second. Little GP getting the fastest lap on lap 11. His last time around was a 22.988. IR Graham's was a 22.836. It's that close between these two, but they do not seem to be slowing each other down, because Matt Psycho isn't catching him up any. He's just done his fastest with a 22.594. Liam Anfield some 3.2 seconds behind him, and look, Homesick Alien has got past Alpha Nuts, and so as a Racer Brown. Alpha Nuts, he's going through a bit of a tyre scrub at the moment. His tyre's not quite up to the standard of the two cars ahead of him. They're on super... Oh no, Homesick's on super softs, so he's on a major push. Racer Brown, he's on the softs, and so is Alpha Nut. There is Gasman, some 7 seconds behind Alpha Nut. Guesty there in 9th, but Kale all behind, very close behind Guesty, looking for a way past in that Chevy, in his Corvette. Whoa, he's hanging it out onto the dirt. Whoa, what a move. He just slung it in that big space, didn't he, in that gap. He saw an open door and he walked straight through it. Thank you very much, wham bam. Corvette man. So IR Graham leading by 6/10 from Little's GP. 3rd place for the BMW, Matt Psycho, 007. Liam Anfield in 4th place, 3.6 seconds behind those guys. 5th there for Homesick Alien, only a second behind Liam Anfield, but he's got Racer Brown only 4/10 behind him. Alpha Nut's dropped off a little bit from them. I think he's pacing that car out. I think he's doing a bit of fuel saving. And there is 8th for Gasman, 9th for Kale, 10th for Guesty, 11th for Noxie. 12th there for Daz, and Stevie Styler, he's after his pit stop, he's just pitted, only just pitted. Look at him, gone way over halfway through this race, and he's filled it right up. So interesting strategy from Stevie Styler. And IR Graham leading in the Alpha from Little's GP. Matt Psycho, Liam Anfield, Homesick Alien, and Racer Brown getting into it. I saw Alpha not just hanging it out off the road earlier. Let's get on board with Racer Brown in his Aston Martin as he tries to hunt down himself a Mercedes and an Alpha, but I think he made a small mistake through that corner, and Homesick Alien managing to pull away. It looks like Homesick Alien is catching up with Liam Anfield. Interesting stuff there. The Homesick Alien did a 23.5 his last time around, and Liam Anfield doing a 23.8. So Homesick Alien on those super soft tyres, a little bit faster, but these guys are going to definitely have to pit again before the end of this race. IR Graham, he's pulled away a little bit from Little GP now. IR Graham did a 23.5 his last time around, and Little GP did a 24.3. They're both quite low on fuel. Little GP's burning his tyres up a little bit. Matt Psycho, 6 seconds now. He's catching up his teammate. Liam Anfield there, trying to keep Homesick Alien at bay. Homesick Alien has to deal with Racer Brown right on his 6. I got you 6, bro. So Racer Brown, I keep pressing Racer Brown. Is it the only Racer Brown I'm doing? I'm trying to get loads of F12s. I think we're seeing a lot of people's helmets. Get all those helmets out, boys. Let's have a look at them. It's helmet inspection time. So we've got 15 minutes left of this 40-minute race. Some of these guys are going to have to come back into the pits, and it looks like Homesick Alien is right on the tail of Liam Anfield. This is some crazy racing we're seeing for 4th, 5th and 6th. There is Liam Anfield, did a 24.3 his last time around. Homesick Alien did a 23.6. Racer Brown did a 23.5. Whoa, whoa, I think everyone giving each other a little, I don't know, I think Liam braked in that corner. I don't know, it might have been lag actually. Didn't quite get it, but Homesick Alien's fuel is flashing as, no, Racer Brown's still got quite a bit of fuel, and so has Liam Anfield. So Homesick Alien in his thirsty Merc is going to have to make a pit stop the next time around, as will IR Graham and Little GP. Matt Psycho also, Liam Anfield, he's got a few laps left in that car, but not 14 minutes worth of racing. Homesick Alien, we saw his fuel flashing, and Racer Brown not quite yet. Then 2 will go on for another lap. Alpha Nuts, it's just under a quarter of a tank of fuel, a 24.2 his last time around. Gazman some 3.5 seconds behind Alpha Nut, 24.1 from Gazman. He's also under a quarter of a tank of fuel. There is Kale in 9th. We saw he made a move on, was it Guesty? Must have been. Unless he's made a mistake, he's dropped back. 23.6 last time around for Kale. No, that's about right. 24.6 for Guesty. Noxie in 11th in the Lexus. Is he just pitted, or did he just have a really tough lap that last lap? 39.9. Doesn't seem right, does it? No, he must have had a tough lap. There we see the pitters, the 2 leaders coming in, and Matt Psycho. Liam Anfield, is he going to continue, or he's going to come in also? As will Homesick Alien. Does Racer Brown just continue on? He does, with Alpha Nut also coming into the pits. So Racer Brown and Gazman staying out there for another lap or so, as does IR Graham's coming back out in 3rd ahead of Kale. IR Graham ahead of Little's GP, 3/4 of a tank of fuel. That's what they're aiming to get to the end of this race. 12.5 minutes left. Racer Brown leading, his fuel has started flashing, so has Gazman's. IR Graham there is 1 second behind these guys. He's on the super soft tyres, 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Kale there in 4th, only half a second ahead of Little's GP, and oh no, Kale having a huge off in the Chevy. Poor Kale, he was having a great race there, he was having a great place ahead of Little's GP. but he lost the Chevy. He corvetted it right over to the barrier. And then 6th in Matt Psycho, 7th for Homesick Alien after his pit stop ahead of Liam Anfield. Was he chasing Liam Anfield? He was chasing Liam Anfield. He's put in less fuel. He must feel confident that's enough fuel to get him to the end. Liam Anfield there. 9th for Alphanaut. 10th there for Guesty, 11th for Noxie, 12th for Daz. Stevie Styler, we saw he went way over into halfway into this race. He's 20 seconds behind Daz, but when they pit, that puts him right in that action. Racer Brown has gone in, as has Gazman. So IR Graham retakes the lead with only 11 minutes to go. Little GP in 2nd spot, as it was before the pit stops. There is Matt Psycho in 3rd. Homesick Alien in 4th. Having a great race for that Mercedes. We didn't see the Mercedes looking very good at the last round, but this round it has come to life. There in Liam Anfield's 5th place, chasing down the Alien. I'm trying to find a button. That's the button I'm trying to find. I'll give him one of them as well. In his black shell helmet. He's 7/10 behind Homesick Alien, your leader, IR Graham from Little GP. Matt Psycho in 3rd. Homesick Alien in 4th. Liam Anfield in 5th. Racer Brown 3 seconds behind these guys in 6th. Alphanut in 7th. Gazman in 8th place. And there you can see, that Alpha, it virtually slides through the corners at the hands of Liam Anfield. IR Graham leading in the Alpha with Little GP in the Beamer. Matt Psycho 3rd. Homesick 4th, 5th for Liam Anfield. There's Racer Brown. Racer Brown. He's just pitted, sorry. He's just pitted. He's only 2.7 seconds behind Liam Anfield with fresher tyres on the super softs. Liam Anfield chasing down Homesick Alien, did a 23.5 his last time around. Homesick Alien doing a 23.7, so Liam Anfield a little bit faster than Homesick Alien that last time around. 7th place for Alphanut, he did a 23.5. There is Gazman, 3.6 seconds behind the Toyota, trying to catch him up. Guesty in 9th, ahead of Kale after Kale had that small off. He's pitted as well. He's back on track. There is Noxie in 11th, Daz in 12th, and Stevie Styler. So did Daz pit? He did pit. He did pit, but Stevie Styler some 4.1 seconds off. I think Stevie Styler is learning that you never choose the McLaren. I don't even know how they call it a supercar. So IR Graham leading the way. Just done his fastest with a 22.7. He's just coming around to do another lap. Let's get on board with the leader and enjoy a lap around Brands Hatch. Here we go as we head into Paddock Hill Bend, down Hallwoods Hill, Hallwoods Hill, into Druids. Heading down to Graham Hill Bend. Whoosh, there you go, Cooper Straight. Into Surtees. Up Pilgrim's Drop, or down Pilgrim's Drop, should I say. Or Hawthorns Hill. This bit must be Hawthorns Hill. Into Hawthorns, very fast, 4th gear. Flying it through, there. Then into Westfields, Dingley-Dell, somewhere around there, Dingley-Dell. Then Sheen Curve, is it? Up to Sterling's, along Clearways, heading up to Clark Curve, and back onto Brabham Straight. That is a lap of Brands Hatch. People, I hope you enjoyed it. Oops, pressing the wrong buttons all over the shop. Let me get this here. There we see IR Graham 6/10 ahead of Little's GP. Matt Psycho in third, 10 seconds behind these guys. Holmes Galian still in fourth, ahead of Liam Anfield, but Liam Anfield still only less than half a second behind the Mercedes, doing all he can. He did a 23.4 his last time around, his fastest of the race. And Holmes Galian doing a 23.5, very close between these two drivers. There is Racer Brown. We saw he was 3.5 seconds behind these guys. He's caught them right up. He got a 22.6. Little GP's got the fastest lap with a 22.2 in the BMW. There is Alphanut in 7th place. Some 4.5 seconds behind Racer Brown and 4.7 seconds ahead of Gazman. Guesty is 4.2 seconds behind Gazman in the Aston Martin. He's 4.9 seconds ahead of Kale in the Corvette. Kale, no, don't do it. Don't put the wheels on the dirt. There's no grip out there. And Noxie in 11th in that Lexus. Daz in the Jaguar in 12th, and Stevie Styler regretting his choices of the McLaren, I assume. Now, I'm sure there'll be tracks where this car comes good, but the last couple of rounds it's looked like a bit slow, and I wouldn't say a handful. I think it handles very well. I just don't think it's got some sliding it around there. Hey, if you can't be up there with the front runners, then just let's have a bit of fun drifting it, I guess. So IR Graham and Little GP very close together. They've barely split in this race. IR Graham's not had a single moment to take a break or a breather. Matt Psycho 11.2 seconds behind these guys, but he's 5.3 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. But Homesick Alien, oh, and Racer Brown, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sats, oh no, let's just go on the front. You do see more anyway, don't you? So you can see there Racer Brown starting to give the Alfa Romeo some jip in front of him. Let's get him 5th, and let's do that. Oh, we're going to miss it. Has he done it? There you go. The Aston Martin just flies by the Alfa. And now Racer Brown is up into 5th spot, and he is looking at the back of that Mercedes to see if there's anything he can do about it. But he can't miscount Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield, I'm sure, will be trying to get that position back at every opportunity. We're down to the last 4 minutes of this race. This is absolutely flying by. It's crazy stuff, isn't it? So IR Graham is leading Little's GP, as they have done for the majority of this race. Matt Psycho there in 3rd place. Homesick Alien, he's under threat from Racer Brown. Racer Brown is absolutely on a push right now. His car has just hit the sweet spot in these last dying minutes of the race. He's overtaken Liam Anfield, and now he's trying to get the Merc for 4th place. And it's looking like he's going to do it. He's up alongside the Mercedes, but the Mercedes staying on the inside line, giving enough room. All racing respect there. And now Liam Anfield catching these guys back up. It's great racing here. We'll have a quick look at that lead, though. Don't forget, it might have changed. Well, it hasn't changed. It's still IR Graham, Little GP, but Little GP, he'll be looking to make a move. And there's Liam Anfield trying to make a move on Racer Brown, and I don't know, swamp for the stewards maybe, I'm not sure. But IR Graham still leading. There's Homesick, and there is, oh, I think, yes, Liam Anfield's handing it back. There you go. Gentlemanly, very nice. So Racer Brown back up into 5th, and Liam Anfield trying again, regrouping and having another go. There is Alphanut in 7th spot. He's only 2.5 seconds behind these guys. If they carry on racing and slowing each other down, Alphanut will be wanting to put his stamp in that race. There's Gazman in 8th, and 9th for Guesty, 11th for Noxie, Daz 12th, and Stevie Styler there in 13th. It looks like IR Graham now. Plenty of breathing space in these dying moments of the race. 2 minutes to go. Homescalian there still in 4th with Racer Brown in 5th. Liam Anfield there in 6th place. And Alphanut 2.8 seconds behind them in 7th place. Cracking racing going on here. Trying to find where the closest race is. I think it is Liam Anfield and Racer Brown. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. We're down to the last 1.5 minutes. So when they cross the line, well, these two might have to do another lap. IR Graham and Little's GP. Plenty of fuel on board. There is Matt Psycho. Oh, I think this might be his last lap. Homesick Alien, definitely his last lap. Racer Brown in 5th with Liam Anfield only half a second, but it looks like he lost a bit of time through Paddock Hill Bend to the Aston Martin Alphanut. 2.8 seconds behind Liam Anfield. These are all on their last lap now. I'm not sure about the leaders. The leaders may have to do another lap. 50 seconds left of racing to go here at Brands Hatch. IR Graham's fuel starting to flash. And so's Little GP. They're just coming up towards the sector. Matt Psycho in 3rd place. If they run out of fuel in front of him, I don't think they will though. Got plenty on. Plenty of fuel on. There is Matt Psycho then. Just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. He can burn it if he wants. And they come up to the line with 15 seconds to go. Yes, them two will have to continue for another lap. Here comes Matt Psycho. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He's through. He's through with about 2 seconds remaining. Here comes Homesick Alien to consolidate his 4th spot. Can he do it? He's got Racer Brown right there. There they go. 4th and 5th for Racer Brown. 6th for Liam Anfield. 7th for Alphanut. Gasman coming up to the line to get 8th place ahead of Guesty, who is in 9th. There they are, 9th place for Guesty, with Kale finishing in 10th. Noxie coming around. Ooh, he's quite a way away actually. So those two. So we'll go back to the leaders. It looks like their fuel is absolutely tickety-boo. No issues here. It looks low, but I think they'll get round. Awesome stuff. So Guesty finishing in 9th, Kale 10th, Noxie it's 11th, coming around, crossing the line, 4 lectures, there you go, 12th Daz, he's still some way away though. So IR Graham ahead of Little's GP and Matt Psycho there in 3rd place. Here he comes, IR Graham, he won the first race, he's won the second race. There is no stopping this Alfa Romeo driver. IR Graham takes the win here at Brands Hatch with Little's GP. He's just run out of fuel. Hey, what's happened there? Oh, he's giving up the spot to Matt Psycho. Interesting stuff there. Matt Psycho with Little GP finishing in 3rd. How bizarre. We can see there's a #1 driver in that team. I thought Little's GP was leading the championship. It seems a bizarre move. And there you go. Congratulations to IR Graham. I'll take you to the results because it was a bit of a bizarre finish there. It has to be said. No, not replay. Race results. There we go. IR Graham takes the win. Matt Psycho in 2nd place with Little GP finishing in 3rd, slowing right down on the line. I'm just going to have a quick look at the table to see if Matt Psycho is ahead of Little's GP. Sorry, I am pants at finding things. They reorganised it all just to make it easier for me. There we go, I found it. So, Lobby 1 drivers. Let's have a look. Little's GP is leading the championship. And Matt Psycho's 69 points. IR Graham 84 points. Little GP 97 points. You'd think he'd need all the points that he wants to keep up with IR Graham. Very bizarre move, that one. Unsure what happened there, but here are your results anyway. IR Graham took the win. Matt Psycho in second place, ahead of Little's GP in third. Homesick Alien in fourth. Racer Brown fifth. Liam Manfield finishing in sixth. Alpha Nut in seventh. Gasman in eighth. Alpha Nut 7th, Gasman in 8th, Guesty in 9th, Kale finishing in 10th, Noxie 11th, Daz 12th, and Stevie Styler finishing in 13th, with Little's GP getting your fastest lap with a 1:22.281 on lap 21. Meek Wivery is asking if you can stop on the line. I'm not sure. There's subtler ways to hand a position. I grant you, it's an odd way, but I don't know what the deal is in the BMW team, and I'm sure they may be questioned afterwards to see what happened. I'm not sure, but that was the GTMC round 3 lobby 1 here at Brands Hatch. Join us again tomorrow and we will be reviewing lobby 2 to see how those guys got on. Pat saying hi again, just going here before the end by the look of it. Hi again, just going here before the end by the look of it. I'm not sure what that means, Pat. Hi again, you're coming here before the end by the look of it. Just got here before the end by the look of it, maybe. So yes, how bizarre that result was. Very strange. Just got in, he meant. There you go. Just got in before the end by the look of it. Yes, did you see it? There was a BMW parked on the start straight. Yes, I don't know. I see what you see, and I don't. So yeah, come in, meet us. Come and meet me tomorrow, same time, here on YouTube, and we will be reviewing lobby 2 of the GTMC. Let's see how quick Racer Brown closed the room. Shall I really drag this out? Make Racer Brown sit there and wait. On Thursday, I think we've got Pacific Rim. I know we've got Specific Gym to get through. I think that's Special Stage X, so that's going to be very interesting. It might be a little bit dull, it might be really exciting, who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to see if I've ever seen a race at Special Stage X. So check us out there for the Group 3 cars, the Japanese and American beasts fighting it out at the Pacific, for Pacific Rim on Thursday. I'm all over the place, aren't I? And Friday, I believe it is the big grand finale of the Max 5s. So that is gonna be cracking. Join us on Friday. Saturday is a free one, and then Formula X. So if one of you guys out there want to shove something together quickly for a Saturday night, I'm available. And then on Sunday we've got the Formula X, the penultimate round, I believe. Yes, Meek Wivery says at Special Stage X. I know, the motorway. It's the motorway race. Got nothing else to push. Heel Tread socks are the best socks you could possibly ever get, and if you go to our website you can buy them through our website or get a link through our website. Also, Acerlift Designs for all your sim racing needs. You want a brand new wheel to look better than all of your friends? Then Acerlift Designs is the place to go. Grid Finder are very close friends of us. If you want to find a race in a hurry, Grid Finder is the way to go. And there's someone else. There's Brand Buddy, but I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm going to ask one day in the admin saying, what's Brand Buddy? But, you know, we're friends with them. And there's another one. Lovely Stickers. Of course, how can you forget Lovely Stickers? They come out with some of the most I mean, they were the first ones I saw out there with the new Aston Martin liveries for your G29s and your Fanatec wheels. In the chat, Mika Wivery says, I am trying to put something together, but virtually no one can do Saturdays. I know, that's why I went off to start commentating in another group on Saturdays, because there's just no interest. We're all working pars, you see, and Saturdays is gold dust, it's family night. So, but I'm available, I'm free on a Saturday, this Saturday anyway, because I think the other group are all doing some massive GT Fusion or something. Apparently it's a big deal. They're all off to do GT Fusion. They're spending the whole week practicing for it, and then I don't know if it's Saturday night or, but I know all racing's been stopped in the other group that I will not promote. I was random tonight. I'm so sorry, guys. There was some controversial comments, I believe, probably. I don't know. I just say things and then no one's ever moaned and no one's ever really complained about things I've said. But I think tonight might be the one. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone listens to me really that much, so I think I can get away with saying all sorts. I was your broadcaster and commentator, Bill Loney. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow night, same place, same time. Come and join in. And Racer Brown says, hello thingy. Yeah, I'm hanging it out, Racer Brown, to see how long you'll keep the lobby open, because Skyjacker don't mess about. He closes the bad boy. He doesn't give you half a chance to spout half the rubbish I talk about. But I've done it now. I think I'm done. I've advertised everything. I've pushed our stuff as much as I can. The sign-ups, I think there'll be a sign-up for the VGT League soon with the golfs, not golfs, but they are golfs, but they're not golfs. And what else? There's going to be a new league on Friday night, so keep an eye out. Well, I don't think there'll be a sign-up for the next Friday night league, but keep an eye out for any announcements, what's happening on a Friday evening. Racer Brown says, all gravy, take as long as you want. He's got all night. Good, because I've got a lot to say. No, I'm finishing. So I was your broadcaster and commentator, Bill Loney, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. For some reason, I'm not sure, it's a YouTube thing. The young ones are all doing it. It's a trendy thing to do. You hit like and subscribe. So have a go at it. I don't know, it might change your life. I will see you soon, tomorrow evening, and stay cool, everyone. Stay frosty. I'll catch you soon. Bye. Cheerio. Bye-bye. Bye. See ya. Won't wanna be ya.